Parce que nous étions quelques-uns à croire en l'importance du sport amateur, tvgo.ca est né, avec pour mission de rendre le sport accessible à tous. Nous croyons que les jeunes athlètes d'aujourd'hui seront les modèles de la société de demain. Nous croyons aux valeurs de courage, de respect et de confiance en soi. Voilà pourquoi nous mettons de l'avant ceux qui les incarnent.
Good morning, world. You are joining us here at the Centre Pierre Charbonneau in Montreal, Quebec, Canada for day 2 of the 2019 Canada Cup. We are streaming live here on judocanada.tv. Yesterday we had day 1 of the Canada Cup, and it was focused on the cadets. And this year, today, we're focusing on the competition, the IGF Junior competition. That's the under 21 competitors. My name is Gurmami, and this stream is being brought to you by TV Go. Big shout outs to our sponsors: Government of Canada, le gouvernement du Québec, Ville de Montréal, Tourisme Montréal, TKNL, EC30, Savvy, Hatashta, and eSIMS. As I mentioned, this is day 2 of the Canada Cup action, and it features the best under 21 competitors. Here in Canada, we've got competitors from all over the world as well, competing here at the Centre Pierre Charbonneau. We've got 7 women weight division and 7 men weight divisions. And we're going to jump on this mat here. We've got Teppers in white versus Kamstra in blue. Kamstra is going for attempting to isolate the arm for Judo Tapis here. Trying to roll Teppers over. Tempting to roll Teppers. Kamstra's got the arm here. Can she stretch? She use her hips here to just push through and isolate the arm for the straight Judo Tapis here. The arm bar. There's the tap by Teppers. Teppers tap. Kamstra gets the ippon. This is, of course, in the under 48 weight division. Great quick match here by Kamstra. You're watching us on judocanada.tv, but make sure you check out Judo Canada's social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, you name it, we're on it. Make sure you hit like, follow, leave a comment, and share the content. We've got plenty of articles there and plenty of video. And if you missed yesterday's final block of the judo action, guess what? It's on Facebook for you to watch, as well as on the website, judocanada.tv. We're hoping to be streaming the final block of day 2 on Facebook as well. That's in the afternoon. That's 2 p.m. Eastern time. We had a lot of comments from judo fans, judokas, and clubs from all over Canada and from all over the world. Lots of people sharing the live stream, leaving lots of comments and questions. We've got a busy day of judo action here. We've got plenty of competitors. All right, we've got Lemire in white versus Lascaux in blue. Under 73 kilos. Lemire drags him right into some Niwaza action here. Referee stands them back up, calls a mate. Lemire trying to get under there with the throw, transitioning to some Niwaza action. And Lascaux receives his first Shido here. Again, Lemire attempting a shoulder throw. Ref warns Lascaux and reminds him to fix his gi. That's the first reminder. If he doesn't keep fixing his gi, then he may get Shidoed. Okay. And Lascaux trying to go in with his own Ippon Seonaji, but Lemire's not going to let that one happen. Again, reminding the referees, very adamantly reminding both competitors to fix their gis here. There you go. Lemire got him with a Wazari there. He got his Wazari, that is. Going under with the Sore. Yet again here with the shoulder throw. Gets the Ippon at the Wazari there. And gets the Ippon. Lemire moves on. As I was mentioning, we had quite the competition yesterday, day one of the cadets. And today it's the juniors, that's under 21 competitors. We've got competitors from all over the world here. Over 120 competitors, I believe. A lot of excitement in Canada, obviously, for judo. Not just this weekend, but next weekend. We're having the first ever Grand Prix. That's the Montreal Grand Prix here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, from July 5th to the 7th. This is a major monumental event. And it was just announced recently that Teddy Renier will be making his comeback at this tournament here. He chose the Montreal Grand Prix as his comeback to competition in the 100-plus kilogram category. And Teddy Renier, of course, has a worldwide reputation. He's quite the celebrity, and will impress the Canadian and international audience here. That'll be at the Maurice Richard Arena to catch him and the best of the best in international judo competition here. Now we're seeing Floyd versus Davis, Canada versus Jamaica. Floyd in the white gi and Floyd in the blue gi, that is, and Davis in the white gi. We've seen a lot of both of these competitors yesterday. Floyd being very aggressive yesterday, moving on quite far into the tournament. All right, so Floyd is going in for Nuchimata. Excuse me, are you a coach? You want to come? Comment? No? You sure? Okay, all right. Oh, we're going to see a Sengaku here. Triangle choke here by Floyd. Will he get Davis here? Moving very slowly and methodically. It's great to see the Jamaican judo team out here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, competing at the Canada Cup. Yesterday we had competitors from Argentina, from Jamaica, as I mentioned, from Mexico, Portugal, Puerto Rico, Russia, Togo, and of course plenty of Americans and Canadians. Floyd going in for that Uchimata and gets it. Gets the Wazari, gets the Ippon. As I was mentioning, the Montreal Grand Prix is happening this coming weekend, and there's plenty of excitement from coast to coast in this country here for judo fans and combat sports fans. Quite frankly, this is a major opportunity for Canadians here, for Quebecers, and people here in Montreal to witness a major International Judo Federation tournament like a Grand Prix. The best of the best from the world will be there, including, as I mentioned before, Teddy Renier. Some consider him the best. We've got a quote here from the CEO and High Performance Director of Judo Canada. That's Mr. Nicolas Gill. He says, quote, in regards to Teddy Renier, he says, quote, "He is by far the greatest judoka in history. He's a 10-time world champion. He's a celebrity well outside his sport. Montreal will be his first time back on the mat after 18 months out. For our first Grand Prix in Montreal, it's a gift from heaven to have an athlete of his caliber attending." Going in. Can he? Oh, no, he can't. He can't roll through. We've got a Ukrainian versus a Canadian here. Kabulaev in blue, the Ukrainian, versus Golin, the Canadian here. Fighting for that. Oh, interesting. Rolling right into Osekome pin. There's a Gatami here. Can he hold on to him, folks? That's the question. Will he be able to hold on to the Ukrainian here, Kabulaev? Golin against. I think he's got this. Golin's got it. Goal for Golin. Gets the Ippon here. Well done. The Canadian moves on. All right, I'm seeing a lot of athletes around me here warming up in preparation for their competition. The mood here, folks, at the Centre Pierre Charbonneau is pretty intense. You've got a lot of competitors, over 120. They've all come here from all over Canada and from all over the world, and they've all come here to fight and to win. And when you're in an arena this size with so much competition, you could feel the tension. You could feel the energy. I'm going to try to get some of these competitors on the mic here to chat, tell us how they're feeling. We've got some here. Maybe I can ask them. Sometimes people shy away because they'd rather focus on mental preparation prior to their competition. But I think you guys want to hear from from competitors, so, and coaches as well. I'll try to get some coaches. Of course, we've got Martin in the white gi versus Bert in the blue gi. Under 81 kilos.
Let's go, Jeff!
Hey, you guys. Yo, guys. All right, we've got a guest coming on here. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. Tell us your name, please.
My name is Alex Simonenko, and I competed in the minus 90 kilogram division yesterday.
Yes, you competed in the cadet. Are you competing today?
No, I'm not competing today.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 14.
You're 14 years old. And minus 90.
Minus 90, yes.
Wow, you're a big 14-year-old.
Yes, yes.
So what did you think of yesterday's competition? How did you feel? How far did you get into it?
So I was in the round robin division.
Yeah.
So I had one fight, and I won by ippon. And then in the finals match, I got Hensokumaki. It was debatable, but you can't change what happened. So.
You can't debate with those refs, can
Yeah.
you? You could throw them. No, you can't do that. No, that's a really bad Hensokumaki. So which dojo are you training out of?
We train in Brooklyn. So.
Oh, you're American?
Yeah, I'm from USA.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, so we train in Fight Factory in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
And we train, I think, six times a week.
Wow. Okay. Now, is this your first time here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada?
No, I was here for the Quebec Open 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got Hensokumaki in the final.
Oh, yeah.
That time too.
Is this a theme with you with Hensokumakis?
No, it's only when I come to Canada.
Fair enough. So you've enjoyed the competition here thus far?
Yeah.
What's judo like in Brooklyn?
In Brooklyn, so since we're in USA, not that many people do it, and it's
how come? What's the story there?
Because there's no funding in it. In Canada, it's very funded. Like everyone does judo, but here, I mean, in USA, it's not that many people. It's like people don't even know what judo is. They say it's like karate.
Right, because they see the gi and they associate it with the. Yeah. Fair enough. Well, it's great to have Americans here compete at the Canada Cup. We had competitors from all over the world. And tell us what you're seeing. Let's jump right into this match here. We've got Martin in white and Bert in the blue gi. Two Canadians fighting off in the minus 81 kilo division. What goes through your mind when you're competing at such tournaments here?
You got to get the better grip, and you got to start attacking right away, or you're going to get shidos.
Do you get nervous when you're on the mat?
No, during the mat, like everything goes through my head. Like nothing can go inside it. But before the match, I'm very nervous. I think about what I do, what I can't do.
Do you listen to your coach on the side?
Yeah.
Who's your coach?
So from USA, we have 3 coaches: Travis Stevens, Jimmy Pedro, 2 Olympians, and then Chris Kelly.
What's the long-term goal for you? You're 14 years old. And
to make the 2024 Olympics.
Okay. In Paris, right?
Yes. 2024
is in Paris.
Yeah.
That'd be quite the dream, right?
Yeah.
To be doing judo at the Olympics in Paris.
And then this year I'm going to the Cadet World Championships.
Okay. Where's that held again?
Kazakhstan.
Oh, nice. In Astana
or? Almaty.
Okay.
My teammate right here is also going.
Cool. Is he also from Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Want to give him a shout out? What's his name?
Dimitri Gamkulidze. He took first place yesterday in the 66 kilogram division.
Okay. So we're under 50 seconds here. We've got one shido for Martin. What's your go-to throw?
My go-to throw is probably Osotogari.
Okay. Is that because you're tall and
yeah, tall and I can get the top grip.
Right. What's it like having the likes of Jimmy Pedro and...
you have like very high expectations for yourself. So.
How do you find them as coaches? Travis Stevens?
They're very good. They're very smart. They tell you what to do.
I was mentioning earlier that the mood generally at the Centre Pierre Charbonneau is very intense.
Yeah.
Like especially in the morning because you see people warming up, people trying to get into the mood of competing. What do you do prior to a match to get focused and to get in the zone?
So I kind of try to relax. I lay down and then like 10 minutes before my match I start slapping myself to get all my muscles ready. And then I just walk out on the mat and I listen to my coaches and do whatever they tell me to do.
Now it looks like we're going to golden score here. both competitors appear to be rather, they're not gassed out.
Yeah, they have enough energy to. I think in blue he took 5th place yesterday.
Okay. Have you fought Bert before?
No.
Oh no, that's right, because you're
I'm 90.
90. Chances are you'll keep growing in weight. Do you see yourself staying in that division or going up?
No. I think
What's the plan?
I'm gonna probably go to 100,
Okay.
and then after that I'll probably go to plus. So it's like
Plus 100?
yeah, plus 100.
Wow.
So I could.
How
'Cause
tall are you?
I'm 6'2". I
Okay.
think that's like 188 centimeters.
So you'll probably, if you're 14, you'll probably have a couple of more inches. You'll
Yeah.
probably be 6'6" by
6'.
6'5" or
I'll
something.
be like the Georgian guy, Guram Tushishvili.
Are you originally from Georgia?
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
Georgian.
Were you born in Georgia?
No, I was born in America.
Okay. Now, do you have stylistically, would you say, Georgian influence judo?
Yeah.
Nice. Have you been back to?
Yeah, we're going next week for the month training camp.
Wow.
Cause I stay with my cousin. My cousin is the world champion right now.
No way.
Yeah, Jaba Papinashvili.
Which?
He's in 60 kilograms.
Okay, that's your cousin.
Yeah.
Man, you got a lot of expectations, though. So do you obviously train with your cousin?
Yeah.
Tell us about that, Ted.
Yeah. So we go to Georgia. Me and my teammates. We stay with them, and we.
Oh!
Oh, that was beautiful.
Martin took Bert on a ride there. He burnt Bert on the tatamis. But yeah, speak to it. So what's that experience like going to Georgia, which is such a powerhouse for not just judo but wrestling and quite frankly so many combat sports.
So since like everyone there is very high level judoka,
Right.
we practice with them, and if we like fight good with them, we know what our result will be on the world level.
Okay.
Because they're all like world champions. They all have places in the world ranking.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Very entertaining style,
Yeah.
in my opinion, with all the lifts and the throw. People, combats. Judo fans, I think, are very entertained by the Georgian style. It's very dynamic, very powerful. How would you describe the Georgian style to the non-judo community?
The Georgians, it's a lot like wrestling. Like it's very physical. Like I'd say, like all the like Italy, let's say they use a lot of sweeps. They're very technical.
Right.
But Georgia is they use a lot of physical strength to throw their opponents.
A lot of uranagis, lots of lifts and
Yeah.
slams. We've got Nemeth here in white versus Tirkot in blue. Remind us your name again.
Alex Simonenko.
Simonenko, yes. Do you speak Georgian?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And would you say judo is like the main combat sport in Georgia? It seems like it's premier.
The main sports in Georgia are judo, rugby, and wrestling, and so it's a lot of like physical. In Georgia, they get paid to do judo,
Right.
so they get 400 lari a month. That's about $200, and everything is paid for. They don't have to pay for anything. Food is paid for. The flights are paid for. Hotels are paid for.
Well, I mean, it's really it's a great way to promote the country,
Yeah.
right? And internationally, it's known for having a very strong team in wrestling and judo. What are your thoughts on Canadian judo?
It's pretty good. There was Olympians recently who did good, who got 5th, 3rd, I think.
Right.
It's very similar to like the USA style of fighting, with a lot of drop shunagis. Yeah.
Looks like Turcotte was trying to go for a choke there. How's your ground game, your Niwaza's?
It's since I wrestle, it's
Oh,
pretty
you
good.
wrestle as well?
Yeah, I wrestle as
Okay.
well. So
In high school?
in high school,
Yeah, interesting.
it's okay. Like I don't use it so I don't burn my energy during the match, but if I have to use it, I guess I can.
So you're primarily more focused on
Yeah,
throwing.
on standing.
Yeah. Seems like a commonality with American wrestlers, American judokas. They seem to have a wrestling background. Eh?
Dimo. You want to get on?
All right. Well, thank you very much for
Thank you very
joining
much.
us, and all the best at training camp in Georgia.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, that was great. We had a American judoka here of Georgian descent, Simolenko, who came and spoke to us. He competed yesterday at the nice throw there by Nemeth, who's got the arm here for Juji Gatami. It'd be an outstanding finish. The finish via submission here. Nemeth. Can she stretch out that arm? Look at that. She's even gripping onto the belt. There you go. Putting that leg over. Will she be able to stretch that arm straight and execute this brilliant submission here? The ref really allowing them to do their niwaza here. A lot of heart by Turcotte there, fighting this off. Outstanding. Outstanding. Turcotte did not give up by any means. She held her composure there. Very patient, very focused. And I mean, Nemeth was going for the finish, and Turcotte made sure that didn't happen here. A lot of resilience shown here by these judokas. And the referee, of course, gives her a shido. I guess her judo gi was not up to par. These refs are, refereeing is always a tough job in any combat sport, and Nemeth, I believe, gets that Uchimata there, gets the Wazari. Two Wazaris make an ippon. Awesome offense by Nemeth. Great match, but Nemeth gets this one. We saw both of these competitors, I believe, compete yesterday as well. Gauging the space, starting off with a foot sweep, leading into the inner thigh throw, the Uchimata. Jumping right in there. Uchimata can, yes she can. Uchimata. She can do it. All right, we've got Daniel Cove versus Goto. Goto in blue, Daniel Cove in white. We've seen Goto compete yesterday. She's fighting again today. A lot of fighting spirit being shown here by these judokas. They're fighting very tough tournaments. Back-to-back fights, day 1 and day 2. You're watching us live here on Judo Canada.tv. This is the 2019 Canada Cup live from Centre Pierre Charbonneau in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. My name is Germami. I'm the commentator here. This stream is being brought to you live by TV Go. Our sponsors include the Government of Canada, the Gouvernement du Québec, Ville de Montréal, Tourisme Montréal, TKNL, EC30, Savvy, Hitashta, and eSIMS. We're watching the IGF Junior competition here. This is the under 21. Currently, we've got Daniel Cove in white versus Goto in blue in the minus 48 division here. There's 7 weight division in the women and 7 in the men. Minus 48 to plus 78 for the women, and minus 60 to plus 100 in the men's division. So we've got plenty of divisions and plenty of action throughout the day. And you don't want to miss the final block of day 2, which is going to be streamed not only on JudoCanada.tv, but also on Judo Canada's Facebook page. You don't want to miss it. 2 p.m. Eastern Time today. You're going to see some even more intense and dramatic judo action here. We had a lot of positive feedback from day one yesterday. A lot of positive comments from people from all across the country and frankly all over the world commenting on Facebook, enjoying the action and sharing the content. This is what it's all about. If you love what you're seeing, if you're a fan of judo or combat sports, quite frankly, you must be a judo fan because it's the premier amateur combat sport, in my humble opinion. And Canadians are very excited for next weekend. As you all know, the Montreal Grand Prix is coming to Canada. It's coming to the heart and soul of combat sports in Canada, which is Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And guess what? I got a pop quiz for you. What do Nadia Comaneci and Marius Vizor have in common? Guess. These two distinguished guests will be at the Montreal Grand Prix starting next Friday at the Maurice Richard Arena. Mr. Vizor, of course, is the president of the International Judo Federation and will be accompanied by Ms. Comaneci, who's, of course, the IJF ambassador, and she's a legend in the sport of artistic gymnastics. She was born as, I'm sure you all know Nadia Comaneci. Goto got the ippon there. Yeah, for those who don't know, Nadia Comaneci was born in Romania. She's had an impact on the collective imagination and caught everyone's attention when she won 5 Olympic gold medals in artistic gymnastics. Let's go to the replay here. We're seeing Goto counter her opponent's attempt for an Uchimata. Here's the second clip of it. Countering her opponent's attempt for an Uchimata and redirecting her down to the mat for the win. As I was saying, Comaneci had won 5 Olympic gold medals in the artistic gymnastic event. And guess where she won those medals? Here at the 76 Olympics. She's the first gymnast to score the perfect 10. I'm sure you're all familiar with that. She went on to do it, scored 6 more times. And she's a big fan of judo. And she's an IGF ambassador, so she'll be here as well. So you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss the Montreal Grand Prix. Make sure you visit the Judo Canada website to find out more on the Grand Prix. It's going to feature the best of the best in judo. Such big names as Teddy Renier and, of course, the Judo Canada team. Your team, the Canadian team from coast to coast to coast will be there fighting and representing. We spoke to some of these competitors. Coralie Godbout, who will be making her debut at that level of competition. First time ever competing at senior level international. The international senior level, so going up against, legends, respectfully, in the sport, Olympians and world champions. So it's a major opportunity for Canadian judokas, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting to see it, and it's going to be streamed on IGF's on their YouTube page. Okay, we've got Tesanovic in white versus Kamstra in blue. We saw Tesanovic yesterday. She won her division, and we've seen a lot of her, actually. She's a very dominant judo competitor here. Tall, long legs, and she's got that Ashiwaza game here. And Kamstra, we've seen fight before as well. Earlier today, actually, finishing the match quickly with, I believe it was a Juji Gatami. We're going into the Niwaza action here, and we know Kamstra can bring that Niwaza. Trying to rhyme with the syllables. Oh, looks like we've got a competitor here. Do you want to join us for commentary real quick? No, you're good? Okay. I was just asking a competitor if they wanted to join us for some quick commentary here. We're seeing Tesanovic trying to roll her opponent over, potentially for Sengaku into Osekomi. A pin. All right. right. So its score is still 0-0 here. And we're under 3 minutes. Working for the Kumikata, fighting for the Kumikata here. Trying to go for the outside for the... Oh wait, she's got the arm here. She's trying to isolate. She's working to isolate the arm. Tasanovic is. Leaving a gap there for Kamstra to roll out of. Both back on their feet. You could see that Tasanovic is closely listening to her coach's direction here. Looking over at her coach. Coach asking, it appears, to dominate with the grip right from the get-go. That's what I'm reading with that sign language from over here, but who knows? And she's trying, yeah, she's got the belt there. Strong grip here, bringing her right to the mat. Should be able to turn her over. Yes, indeed. She's in her opponent's half guard here. Gets out of it. Kamstra turtles, but she's caught here in the Senkaku Osekome pin here. Referee starting the count. Looks pretty tight, folks. It looks pretty tight. All right. We've got JP Cantin, who's going to be joining us here on the commentary action. JP, how you doing, sir?
Oh, great. Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
So this is day 2 here. We've got the juniors, people you're very familiar with.
And we have Emma Tasanovic, the winner of yesterday's division, 48 kilo, just winning her fight against Kimiko Kamstra.
Very dominant competitor, this Tasanovic, eh? Very strong, very cool.
She won Open National in U18 and came second in the senior division.
Wow. And
very close match. She went to golden score and lost by a penalty against Virginia Nemeth. So yes, definitely a fierce competitor and improving very fast.
We've got Nunes dos Santos from Luxembourg in white versus Lemire in bleu. What's judo like in Luxembourg?
It's a small country, and there's not much judo honestly, but this guy is quite good. He's traveling a lot, being in Europe, being exposed to the to Belgium, France, and all the surrounding country. So he's definitely a fighter to not to be taken lightly.
And what about Lemire?
Lemire is first year junior, young cadet, just moving up from cadet rank. Oh, very nice. Good transition from Lemire. He went to a clinch and then it roll, and Lemire engaged his leg for a nice Ochigari. But the referee, the athlete fell on his elbow and rolled, so it made, see, they waved it. It went fast. It's if the back is not completely exposed, if you're on your elbow and there's a bit of space, they wave it off, just like now. But it was definitely a good engagement, a good sequence for Lemire, Justin.
Now, what happens when that when your score is waved off? We were speaking to Coralie Godbout yesterday. She was talking about how the impact of having your points, waved off to a judge's decision. How do you think that impacts the psyche of the competitor?
Well, you get used to it. It happened, you have your mind, you have your game plan in your head, and you have to follow it.
But in terms of morale and especially when you're tired and
but if you dominate the athlete, you have a feeling that it's going well, and then the pressure's on. Usually, when it's very close, it's very tight, and then you don't know, and then all of a sudden you got to score. Yes, okay, I'm fine. It's a very difficult adversary. All of a sudden you get the waved off. Maybe it can psych you up, but this is more in the younger age. Right. You see that in cadet, maybe some junior with less experience, but it's part of the game.
So you're saying it's the experience that they build up. It's business as usual. Right?
Exactly. You have a game plan no matter what. The referees are there to say what's happening. You're not there to control the match. So you just do your fight, stay focused, and things usually happen the way you want, or we hope. On the other match here, on the other mat, mat number 1, we have an exciting fight as well. Just too bad we cannot see it. It's Alexandra Gagnon against Sarah Maloud.
2 Canadians.
Yeah, 2 Canadian. When I saw the draw, I look at that fight, I'm like, okay, it's going to be an interesting fight. Sarah usually fight in the 52 kilogram division. Now she moved up for this tournament.
Yep.
So it's, but she's very fierce competitor. She won Canada game in the 52. And then Alexandra Gagnon is medalist, finalist at senior and junior national this year. So very fierce competitor as well. So.
Oh, there's the replay of what you're talking about where Dos Santos landed on his elbow. He's going to pick him up here. Oh!
Whoa.
Wow.
That's...
Almost spiked him on his head there.
Whoa. I'd like to see the replay of that. That's some flexibility, like a suplex, fell on his head, spin out, go on his stomach.
Big lift by the Luxembourg judoka here, but it looks like Lemire didn't let that one happen. He stuck close and... Looks like Dos Santos is slightly bit larger than Lemire.
Yeah.
He's got a larger frame, shoulders.
Well, I mean, it's a weight division. They have to do some weight to make... but the thing is, with the judo gi being so loose, being so big, sometimes the size of your leg, you don't really show. So somebody with small leg can have an upper body big, and then so it look much bigger, but it's just question of...
proportionality.
Also, it's like how can I say that? It's just the way you perceive things. But they won the scale yesterday. They both made 66, so they fight in the same division.
Usually, when a competitor moves up in weight, is that like a decision that's made by the coach in addition with them? Is it just a natural progression of one's...
Both. Sometimes the coach, sometimes the athlete, natural ways, depend, you know.
Well, here's the replay, Jean-Pierre.
Wow.
That was really interesting.
Yeah. Definitely some good body awareness and agility here.
Dos Santos trying to go under there.
Oh, that's a nice choke here. Tried to be executed by Justin, one of his favorite. And from there, he's getting in. Look, oh.
He's got it tight.
He's got it tight. Now he's putting his leg on. Oh.
Going a golden score here, folks. We've got... Dos Santos has 2 Shidos. He's got 2 Shidos. Oh no, Lemire has 2 Shidos and Dos Santos has 1. Lemire giving it his all here against his opponent here from Luxembourg, all the way from Luxembourg. We've got competitors here from all over the world at the Canada Cup.
Yep. Over the division, the cadet and junior division, I think we had 15 to 16 countries represented.
Right on.
So it's
slowly
growing in popularity.
How important is this division generally for the sport of judo in terms of cultivating the next stream of...
Oh yeah, it's very important. I mean, this is what gets you ready. The top junior usually already medal at senior level. We have one example, Shadi El Nahas. Last year junior, medaling a few events, medaling in senior event, and then as he was still junior, by December, I actually took a medal at Osaka Grand Slam and managed to get in the ranking for the Olympic. So not a big Uranagi, close to a score. They did call the score that time.
Lemire's a little livid here, not happy with... Oh, they're waving it off.
Exactly.
Okay.
No, he was on the elbow. From my angle, he is not so clear, but it was still the elbow, and then he spin out. But Lemire has to open up the machine, open up to... because he's getting overwhelmed by the attack. And I'm scared Shido is going to come again. Look, see the elbow?
Yeah.
and then on stomach, so no score.
Again, he was trying for that Uranagi.
Yep. Oh.
Now you were talking about Shadi Al Nahas. How would you describe him as a competitor? Well, what are some of his key attributes that make him?
He's very flexible. He's got very good hip. He can generate a lot of power from his hip, and he surprised a lot of his opponent. He's almost fighting like a 60 kilo, like a very fast, good hip movement. So often the bigger division, it's more get your grip, move, and attack. Him is very unpredictable, and he surprises other people. And you see most of his big attack are engaging his hip and then making big hair with his throw.
Spectacular throws.
Spectacular throw. He's got good feet. He's very long, huh?
Yeah.
Long reach. He's got good feet. Good ashiwaza. And so he's doing very well right now.
And he's very enthusiastic when he throws people. You see his reaction. And,
yeah.
You see the emotion of that comes with winning and fighting hard.
Okay.
Oh,
there we go.
Really? Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay.
The thing is, it's an attack like that on a regular fight, nothing really happen. In Golden Score, minute 38, it's close. After an attack like that, it's enough. Okay, next.
Right. Well,
not that the referee are biased or anything. Far from it. It's just at one point, how long we're gonna let that go until.
You got to draw a line, right? Yeah, no, it makes sense. Up next, we've got Gagnon versus Heitman. We've seen both Gagnon and Heitman compete yesterday.
No, not Gagnon, just Heitman.
Oh, Gagnon wasn't?
No. Heitman actually won bronze yesterday.
Right. But I thought I saw Gagnon. Wasn't Gagnon competing yesterday?
No.
Okay. Fighting for the grips here. The Kumikata portion of the action. The grip and throw. Who's going to do it?
Well, you see Gagnon getting a good grip, engaging his feet, try to get a reaction, I would say he's slightly dominating the grip. So, now Heitman took a Shido from stepping out. So, as you see, there was a strategy played by Gagnon to. And all of a sudden, nope. The balance of power starts to change a little bit. Oh, yes, good deep attack.
Taitoshi there.
He was close to Wazare because what happened is he almost on his stomach, yes, but the shoulder rolled so much that the back of the shoulder or the top of the shoulder touched a little bit the mat. I've seen, in Golden Score, I've seen this getting score Wazare.
Right.
Again, for the same reason as I explained earlier for the Shido. Just to make sure I don't say, no, that's it. Gagnon wasn't there yesterday. Just straight to division.
Awesome. Have you coached Gagnon? Have you worked with him?
I work with him at different camp. He's a young athlete, like I said, first year junior, and he's first or second. I'm not 100% sure, tell you the truth. But he's moving to Montreal in September.
Okay.
So he's making the big. An injury happened. Ankle, meaning a big switch to the national team.
What's it like, Jean-Pierre Quentin? What's it like to make that transition when someone decides, hey, that's it?
It's get to a point where you have to understand first of all, there's no choice. If you want to make it to the big league or if you want to go as a high performance, you have to move to Montreal. I mean, that's it. That's the pathway, as we say, the long-term LTAD, long-term athlete development model. The pathways, you have to reach a certain number of hours, certain number of training, number of certain physical aspect, if I can say. And when you're ready, you make the move.
Mm.
We promote first year junior, or when you get 18. It's when to move. When you're younger than that, we recommend that you come for training camp, summertime, 2-3 weeks at a time, even the whole summer if you can.
Yeah.
And then also the main thing is we've really emphasized when you leave from a club or from the province going to national team. What I've seen the main issue is the physique. The athletes are not physically ready. They're not strong enough. So more and more I talk with coaches to make them prepare physically, because to sustain the level of training, the volume of training, you need to be physically fit and strong.
Mm.
And then after that you keep your progression. But I mean, judo being a direct sport, like direct opposition as a sport, there's an expression that says, your technique is as good as your physique. Or as your level of fitness. If you're not fit enough or strong enough, no matter how nice is your technique, you cannot put your hand on the other guy because it's too strong. It goes your technique, through the door. So it's a good fight here. Antic and Angie. Both players are from Ontario. They know each other. They're both very good competitors. Nice attack. Good control. Wazari for Antic. It's like a Arai Makikomi, well controlled. The thing, as you see, was not didn't really turn on his back, but the back of the shoulder touch, and he was on his side, so that's good enough for a score. Oh, not a score. No, maybe it was on his elbow. Could have been a score. That was a good attack.
Yet again, same attack by Angie.
Yep.
Waving off that Shido.
What was the Shido for?
I have no idea initially. I think it was because his gi was.
Oh, I see. You have one freebie.
A warning, right? Yeah.
Yeah, one warning. Exactly. That's what I mean. Oh, he attack. Hold the bell. No attack. No attack.
Again, going for that.
You see that Angie seems to have a strategy to take down Antic and work him on the ground, because the way he applies his technique is not necessarily for a score. Control was definitely not there.
Oh, the aim is to take it to Niwaza?
Some people like Niwaza better, also they just more, they have like, call them takedown kind of technique, Oh, another was that.
There it is. Antic moves
very
on
well
here.
managed by Antic, and
Antique is not. He's using some antique techniques there, some classic techniques, and
Antic.
oh, they're gonna go to look at this again, I guess. Now what's happening now? It's going to the refs on. Oh no, okay. No, they're awarding it to him. Okay.
Yeah. No, there was definitely was already. There's no question there. I mean, look. Good control. The top of the shoulder touch. He land on his side, but turn on his stomach. Clearly was already. It's what happened there on the other mat.
Oh, I think someone. She must have. She's bleeding.
Oh, okay.
Actually, yesterday around this time, we had someone get rid of their breakfast on the mats. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, no, I missed that. Okay, 66 kilo on mat number 1. There's a good fight going on. And current national champion, senior and junior national champion, Julien Frescador, And now on our mat, we have the champion from yesterday, Mr. Victor Goujon-Gazé, fighting in the junior division against Mexico. Oh, you say that? Saucedo?
Yeah, she said Emiliano Saucedo. It's Canada versus Mexico. It's like a NAFTA meeting, but within the context of judo.
Yeah, exactly. So, good Ashiwaza from Victor, and a quick transition to Niwaza for...
Oh, wow. He's got this pretty tight.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
He's got it.
Yes, yes.
What a finish here. He went limp.
Oh.
Ay, ay, ay. Emiliano Saucedo is...
Well, that's good spirit. The referee should take the legs.
yeah.
Referee, get the legs, lift the leg. The thing is, when you choke like this, there's no blood to the head. You fall. So what you do, you take the leg, lift the leg, then you help to rush more blood back to the brain. Okay, so it's a good start for Goujon-Gazé.
Yikes.
Very expeditive.
Spectacular finish there. Hopefully, Emiliano Saucedo is okay
We
here.
just need a little lullaby.
Has that ever happened to you, JP? Situations where you've been choked and then...
No. I choke people, but not choked.
You've never been choked, eh?
No.
That's awesome.
Not choked out. I mean,
Right,
I
right,
tapped,
right.
but not
Yeah.
choked out.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was good on the ground. Next fight here is a good fight as well. Max Stewart against Emil Schenk.
It's funny, I remember watching a video, I think it was the Nationals or when you were competing, and the commentators mentioned that about you. They mentioned that you're known for your choking technique there.
Yeah. Usually I use my leg called Sankaku. Oh yes, was that it?
Schenk versus two in here. We saw Schenk compete yesterday. Referee's going to stand this one up. You're watching us live on judocanada.tv. This is the 2019 Canada Cup live from Le Centre Pierre Charbonneau here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. This is day 2 of judo action of the under 21. These are the juniors competing.
Should be Shido for blue stepping out of the line. See, that sign means you're stepping out. Shido blue. Okay,
he's got that.
Nice. Wazari.
Strong grip from the back there.
Yeah. Max is very tall, very long for 73 kilo. So obviously he developed his judo to use that reach to his advantage. And that's the perfect example here from the technique we saw. And that's when you see the good player. No matter what your body size, they say that you have an advantage being longer because you can keep the person at distance. But when you know, you understand judo properly, and then you have a certain body type, you adapt it to different technique, underneath technique to go under, or counter technique. There's a Japanese guy called Nagayama. You see him on the podium. Even if he's on top step of the podium first place, sometimes he's smaller than the guy beside him stepping on the second step or the third step.
Right.
He's so small, but he's so explosive and so fast that he managed to win. And he's a strong, very strong, one of the top players in the world. And he do a lot of back. People try to reach for his back and do a lot of counter technique. He doesn't let them get to his back. He just counter them all the time. 2-1 Nippon, yeah. As predicted. So he's...
He actually choked him out there. That was good technique. So how do you counter in situation where you have a taller?
Yeah, there's many things. You have to get the good posture where Shang was bending over. That's one thing. Sometimes you can get too sleeves, so you keep the person at distance. When you try to reach, then you attack at the same time. You try to time your attack as you try to reach for your back. But you want to be in front and have a good posture so it doesn't get to your back. So you don't bend over, you look good. And also from the front like this, you can move and use your feet and actually set up things. When you bend over, it's hard to attack, or they're more predictable.
Got Mammon versus Floyd here.
Yeah, we got a good fight on match number 3, which is Asa Douglas against Coralie Godbout. Coralie was the Open National champion, and they fought. There was a final of Open National. Asia scored Wazare, and then within 30 seconds to go, Coralie managed a good Wazare to hold her down.
Would it be possible, video team, if we could go to mat number 3, if that's possible? I think JP thinks it will be a good match for us to see here.
Yeah, definitely.
Between Douglas and Godbout.
It's the semi-final for the 78 kilogram division, plus 78. At the same time, like I said, it's the two big contestants.
Oh.
And no, that was close to a score from Coralie. A good counter technique on Asia Douglas.
And you were saying that at the Elite Nationals, Godbout beat...
yeah, but at the end, very close match. Asia was dominating the whole fight. And then here
she's only 14, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly. 14 or 15.
Yeah.
No, she's definitely one of the future of Judo Canada. And so is Coralie. She's first year junior. She just turned 18. They're about 2-3 years different. They're both very young. And it's fun to having two top players like this because they push each other, they want to beat each other, and they're getting better on the international scene. Asia Douglas medal in Europe. She's selected to go to Cadet Worlds, and she's a very strong, physically strong, and actually good technique as well. But her strength is one of her good assets, and she uses it properly. It's nice.
And at that age, at such a young age, it's really, there's years of the development and refining, right? There's technically there's 6 years before she's even 20.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's it. She's a hopeful for technically 2024, 2028.
Right.
Paris or Los Angeles Olympic game. That's how we see that. The development by Olympic cycle.
Long-term planning, eh?
Yeah, definitely. That's the key for developing good athletes. Is look at the long term, and then don't rush things. Make them learn properly, develop properly. Because you want to rush too fast. Sometimes you put too much pressure, too much volume. The athlete can get hurt.
Right now we've got Chozak Babarke, which I believe you know, versus Zion.
Yeah.
Zion's in blue,
Yeah.
Chozak's in white. Tell us about Chozak Barke.
Chozak is a young junior athlete training at the national team full time. So is Philip. Philip this year slowed down a little bit his training, but training also at the National Training Center. So they know each other very well, both Québécois, from Québec, Québécois. Donc c'est quand même un gaucher, un droitier, donc style de combat opposé.
Now, JP, when you're going up against someone that you know so well because they happen to be your training partner from the home, from the dojo.
Yeah.
In competition, is that a pro, a con? What goes through their mind because they know each other so well. Right?
Yeah, you there you go. You know so you know what you're doing. The guy knows. It's become almost a chess game. Who's gonna get his hand first? Who's gonna get the first attack or make the right reaction? And here shows like to the advantage and throw for Ippon. It's the same thing, if we compare to the higher level. Antoine Valois-Fortier when you go to the Olympic or World Championship, the top 10, top 12, they all know each other. They fought each other. They watch each other on TV. They know each other very well. So they all have their own strategy and then try to apply. The question is, can you get your hand first to control the other guy, make them get a reaction? Sometimes play the strategy on the match. Shido all of a sudden feel that he has to attack, then make mistake. So it's that kind of game, And that's the beauty of judo. That's no matter who and you know each other. It's when you have to. I call them paper champion, but on the mat it's a different game.
Paper champions, eh?
No, you see that in boxing. That's an expression.
Yeah, no, of course. I appreciate that term.
No matter you look at the draw in the morning. Oh, this guy gonna win this.
Right.
But as the tournament goes on, two fighters fight really hard. One is tired, the next one has an advantage. Not so tired. All of a sudden, whoops! The dynamic of the draw, I call that, make things change quick. So
it can happen at the split of a second.
Oh,
It's
definitely.
We've got you.
We have a very close match over there. Coralie Godbout and Asia battling really hard. Asia has 2 Shido. Coralie's control the grip right now, we can see. But Asia is very dangerous. She can throw, she can come in very fast. So
is there any way we can go to mat number 3, please? Video team, if that's possible, that would be great. We have a very intense match here. Mat number 3, please.
Maybe not.
No.
That's okay. Because
right.
Technically, those are the 2 best girls. That should be the final of the day. It's technically the final.
Now we've got.
I wouldn't be surprised the winner of that fight. It's the winner of the division here. See another good attack. Coralie trying to attack, but Asia was so fast. She kind of beat her by the. Oh, now it's tie. Shido.
Wow.
And it's golden score.
The fans are going crazy here at the Centre Pierre Charbonneau. They're screaming for this. Oh. Ay. Wow.
There can be a counter technique. It's a nice fight over there. Oh, beautiful here, Kataguruma. Rolling Kataguruma for Shaledze.
The American gets it.
Yeah.
I think he's also Georgian.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Check out the replay here.
Oh, counter technique. Definitely a great battle over there.
I think Godbout's got the arm. She's trying to work for the armbar here.
Yeah. Now go for the top for the hold down. Does she has it? We don't know. It's a good battle. Now at this point, Alexandre Sibia here, the current national champion.
He's on the poster for this Canada Cup.
Yes.
He's the poster boy now. To tell us about him.
Well, he tried to and did qualify for the Youth Olympic last year. He came second in the world ranking, but in his division he had, or should I say, from Canada we also had Keegan Young, and Keegan finished just ahead of him in terms of points. So because of that, they sent him Keegan Young, and he took bronze at the Youth Olympic. Now,
Keegan did.
Yeah. Now, a couple of weeks later, there was the Junior Worlds, and Judo Canada select Alex for the Junior Worlds, and Alex went to the Junior Worlds and actually as a cadet and managed to, with great ability.
Oh, they went off the mat there.
Yeah.
Godbout and
exactly, and managed a bronze medal. Fantastic, 4 wins, 1 loss. So Alex.
As a cadet,
as a cadet,
wow.
It's like a very spectacular performance. But he won many events in a cadet last year, placing just about in every tournament that he fought. And now you see a nice footwork from Alex, faking Osoto, coming back Satsai for a nice ippon.
Well, what's his story as far as judo? Well, do you have his backstory? Like, what got him into the sport? Is
No, well, as a young
Second
athlete,
generation?
he was good in a small club, and then slowly built up. Then he moved to Shidokan, trained there, still registered from the Shidokan as an athlete. And then as he progressed, started to make his way transition to the National Training Center. Being in Montreal, the transition is a little easier because the athlete...
Oh,
Yeah,
looks like Asia Douglas. Looks like she took it.
yeah. That's one of those score here, like I said, Shkreli didn't really turn, but a shoulder touch. And golden score, it was Ari. Asia take the win.
If you're watching this online, you're not seeing the action from mat number 3, but we had Douglas versus Godbout. And quite the match here. Anyways, we've got Chorin versus Golin. Golin in blue and Chorin in white.
Chorin is very famous, known for his juji, the attack he's doing right now. He's very quick on transition, get the good arm. Now he's going to try to roll. Oops.
Looks like a very stocky fighter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And strong, of course, dropping for the double lapel throw there, or double sleeve throw. Minus 81 here. Different body types, but we're seeing a lot of offense from Chorin.
Yeah. Golin was in 73 kilo, just moved up to 81. He came second at the U18 Open National a month ago. Oh, was that
Shimada
it?
onto Makikomi? Or
No,
Makikomi
well,
Shimada?
no, Uchimata. There's no really Uchimata Makikomi. It's just there's so much drive that eventually they roll.
Golin doesn't appear to be dominating with the grips. You would assume the taller opponent would use and extend that to grab,
Yeah, but he's young and he's U18, like I said.
Right. He just
Where
moved up in weight.
Shoran is a little more experienced.
Well, that experience is quite
as
the
a
asset.
good, and then a good posture. See, he stands straight, even if he's smaller. So
Yeah.
and he's very strong, so be able to keep the distance.
Does he train at Shidokan?
No, he's from Ontario. He trains in Toronto at the
Toronto.
Regional Training Center.
Okay. Oh, landed right on his head there, side of his head.
So Shoran slowly, having a lead, controlling the fight. Now putting the pressure slowly. Golin has 2 Shido, so he's against the fence. Because now if you if you take a third Shido, it's match is over. So you see that tactically Shoran managed the fight and just do enough to stay ahead. So I wouldn't be surprised that soon we're going to see a third Shido here. A good Ippon on the first fight, on the first mat number 1, should I say. Joel Demar usually fighting in the 60 kilogram division, here fighting in 66, and just managed to throw Dante de Jesus for a big Ippon.
Wow.
in 1 minute 22-second golden score. So there's definitely good fight everywhere.
Under a minute
I mean,
here.
some people here try to win the selection for Junior Worlds, Cadet Worlds, so it's an important event.
Right, a lot is at stake.
Yeah. That's at stake.
Under a minute here now. We've got Golin with 2 Shidos.
Oh!
Shoren, who gets this one here. Oh, I think his shoulder is hurt.
You throw someone and get hurt. That's a bummer.
That's ironic, eh? The irony there.
But that's that's the dynamic sometimes of combat sport. It's so physical that those things happen.
Now I'm going to take a quick break and I'll join you guys back in a few minutes.
Yes.
I'll let you do your thing.
And you see the replay, nice Ochigari, well controlled. Next we see Mr. Martin Panchev against Peyton Harris, the winner of yesterday. So this is going to be a good fight. Both very physical strong players. Deux adversaires très physiques qui se connaissent bien. Et puis deux athlètes qui se connaissent bien, donc big ultimate tentative from Martin Panchev. Losing him the control in the sleeve, and Peyton was able to use his hip block and then block the technique. So after a minute, still tie, should I say? Very close match. Both player battling strong, hard for the grip. Les deux adversaires combattent très fort pour le kumikata. Qui va s'imposer pour réussir à chercher le point. Une belle attaque de Martin. Alright, so still fighting hard. Oh, double sleeve. So now pretty much each competitor are even in terms of controlling the other one. I don't know, there was a Shido there. It was a strong attack. On mat number 3 we have right now fighting, we have Hakim Shella fighting a young athlete, Jasmin Bélanger. And the fight continue here. Martin now start to dominate the fight with the grip, having a lead by 2 Shido. He's in good position. Using a lot of his leg. Oh. Nice counter technique here. And follow through with the transition Newaza from Martin. Mat number 1, we have Eric van der Serden against Bogdan Jora, also in a very interesting fight. 1 minute left and it's still 0-0, no penalty, so it's a good fight. Both players battling hard. So everywhere we have good fight. Yeah, the Canada Cup 2019. Three seconds left. This fight is over. So, good win, Mr. Panchev. Moving on to the semi-final, I believe. I don't have the draw in front of me. De retour avec notre animateur. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Good fight here. We have Jules Martin against Mackenzie Morgan. Two players that train at the National Training Center.
Oh, they both train there, yeah?
Yeah.
How many people approximately train at the...
About 80 people, I would say.
Wow. That's a big number compared to some dojos where it's like 15, you know.
That's it.
20.
That's it. in the development, that's the purpose of having the National Training Center, is to relocate the athlete, train together, so we bring the level of judo higher, so we have a fighting chance internationally. Because being a little pocket everywhere,
Right.
you don't have the quality.
Such a big country, of course. We've got dojos all over from coast to coast in every province and territory. It's they even do judo in the Northwest Territories. They do judo everywhere here in this great country.
Yes.
And next week, of course, is the Montreal Grand Prix happening for the first time ever here. Major international judo tournament happening. Probably the biggest one since, would it be fair to say, the Olympics?
Well, in Montreal and Quebec, definitely. We had the World Championship in '93, which was big, but this is as big or even bigger. So
The World Championship was in Toronto or in...
Toronto, yeah.
Yes, okay.
Hamilton, to be precise.
Hamilton, right.
No, Mackenzie Morgan finished with a strong. There was a move for Ippon on Jules Martin. Sankakujime, my special technique.
Did you teach him that one?
Everybody teach it now.
Right.
But his body type is so long leg. It's definitely a good move for his body type.
Montreal Grand Prix happening there July 5th to the 7th. Make sure you check out the yes, as I was saying, the Montreal Grand Prix is happening July 5th to the 7th. Find out more information on Judo Canada's website as well as the IGF's website. This is going to be a major event. If you're in Montreal, if you're in this province, if you're in Ontario, it's worth to make the commute over to check it out. Get your tickets. Don't you dare miss it. You're going to see the best of the best of the best in judo worldwide, 5 continents, a ton of competitors, stacked divisions here where we're going to see some major legends here from Teddy Riner to the national Canadian team, of course, and you know, it's a major opportunity there for judo in the Americas. That's from Canada all the way down to Central America and South America. It's this is a major event here, and I can't emphasize that the amount of attention it's getting in the media here in Canada. It's monumental. Obviously, Nicolas Gill's been getting lots of interviews. He's been everywhere talking about this event, and it's going to draw quite the audience. The president of the IGF will be there, as well as the IGF ambassador, Nadia Comaneci. So it's a win-win-win for all. A lot of local celebrities as well will be there, and yeah, can't wait to see it. Can't wait to tune in and catch it all here. We've got Antique in white versus Goujon Gazet in blue. Jean Gazet, who finished off Emiliano Sucedo with an outstanding choke. We hope Emiliano Sucedo's better now. I'm assuming he is. You know, these things do happen. After all, it's a combat sport, and this sport happens to include quite the arsenal of shimiwaza technique, that's choking techniques, and yeah, these things do happen. But it's generally a safe sport, of course. There's referees here, there's medics, and these individuals know what they're doing. So it's all good. Oh, speaking of submissions, we saw Antique go for an armbar. Jujigatami, and Jean Gazet lifting him up. Of course, you can't slam. There's no slams here, no power bombs, as they say in pro wrestling. Once you lift the opponent up who's got a submission applied, like an armbar, Jujigatami, what have you, the ref will immediately call mate. And as you're seeing here, both competitors are back on their feet. Big shout outs to the video team, the TV Go video team out here doing an outstanding job streaming this for you on judocanada.tv. It's important to note that All 3 mats are being streamed live right now on judocanada.tv. So if you want to switch for mats, you can do that there. Outstanding work here, and big shout outs to our great sponsors who've been able to make this 2019 Canada Cup such an outstanding event. We're getting so much positive feedback from competitors, coaches, supporters, fans, even organizers, saying that this event is being run very professionally, very smoothly. Great setup here at the Centre Pierre Charbonneau, and it wouldn't be possible without our sponsors, starting off with the Government of Canada at the federal level, the provincial level, le Gouvernement du Québec. Municipal level, we've got La Ville de Montréal and Tourism Montréal, TKNL, EC30, Savvy, Hatashta, and eSIMS, all of our great sponsors. Make sure you check out the website and find out more about our sponsors and the great work they're doing to put on this event and invest in judo. We certainly appreciate their support. You're watching us live here. This is day 2 of the Canada Cup 2019 edition. You're watching us live on judocanada.tv. It's important to note that the final block, this is the finals of today's tournament, will be streamed on Facebook in addition to it being on judocanada.tv. So you don't want to miss that action. We had a lot of comments, likes, and shares from Facebook followers worldwide yesterday, so we want that to happen again. We want to hear what you think of the tournament. We want to hear what your thoughts are overall on the competition and who you're cheering for from where you're watching. Goujonga's got 2 Shidos here. Antics got 1. Two Shidos apiece here, under 30 seconds left. The quarterfinals of the 73 kilo. Will Antics put him over, or will Goujon Gazé gas it up here, folks? We don't know. It's a very intense matchup between two very game judokas, two very game competitors here who want to win. We know Goujon Gaz won yesterday in his, at the cadet level. And he wants to win at the junior level. Because if there's one thing about winning is once you win, you want to taste that victory yet again. It's the never-ending buffet of wanting to win. Looks like Goujon Gaz is getting his hand or finger wrapped up. Probably sprained it or broke it. A lot of gripping involved here. The kumikata, of course, exerting a lot of pressure on the hands and fingers. Some action going on in the other mats here. A lot of matches here throughout the day. It's been a couple of hours now already. And we're seeing some familiar faces who competed yesterday. And you know what? It's funny. They competed yesterday. And again, they're still here today. You know, you think they'd be tired. You think they'd be exhausted. You think they'd be, out at having brunch right now. But no, they're having a judo brunch right here at the Centre Pierre Charbonneau. They're looking for ippons here. Just like Antic there with the Tsumigaishi there. Gets that beautiful ippon. Quite the Antic he's pulled there. Brilliant Tsumigaishi on the champ there, Goujon Gazet, who's quite the formidable judoka himself. Well, it looks like they're going to go to replay or what? I think everyone knows that was that was definitely an ippon. Yeah, okay, ippon. Great work there by both competitors. Congrats to Antic. Check out the replay here. Manages to bring his right. Oh, this is the previous. Yeah, manages to bring his left arm on the obi on the belt there, and repositions himself and that corner reversal there, Tsumigaishi. Beautiful throw. All right, we've got Tuwin versus Maman. Tuwin in white, Maman in blue. Quarterfinals here, 73 kilo division. Maman's got his right hand there, right across Tuwin's shoulder and neck. Fighting for the grips here. Taller opponent, Tuwin. See if he can. Oh! Nope. Maman overexposed himself there on that attempted turn. And guess what now? Speaking of overexposed, Tuwin's got the choke there. Tried applying the choke, but the referee calls it off because I think it was on his chin, which is painful but not legal. So. You best believe Tuwin wants to win again. And Maman might spoil the mood here for Tuwin as he gets that beautiful throw there, gets the Wazari. Drop in there for the Sode. And shorter opponent, of course, lower center of gravity can get under Tuwin. Shorter, but certainly stronger. But wait a minute, Tuwin's got the grip here, and he's no. Well, yeah. Oh, where am I now? My man counters that one. Let's see the replay. I'm curious to see the replay on that. My man redirects Tuwin. Great effort by Tuwin, but he didn't win that one. Maman did. Two great Canadians here fighting at the 2019 Canada Cup. We got plenty of competitors from all over the world here, from the Americas, from Europe and beyond, fighting. Let's see the replay here. There's a double sleeve right there. First throw that Maman got. And here's the counter. Redirecting with his left hand under his lower back and his right hand redirecting Tuwin to the mats for a Wazari and an ippon. Bada bing, bada boom. We've got Chozak Barke versus Chalazde. This should be an interesting match here. Canada versus the U.S. We see there in the corner, we see both coaches, coach from Shidokan and the other coach there, the American, the judo silencer, the alleged judo silencer himself, Travis Stevens, silver medalist at the Olympics. I think he even had a tryout with the WWE after winning the Olympics. I don't know whatever came out of that. Maybe we can ask him later. Anyways, we've got Chozak Barkai, as I mentioned, versus Chalazes. Fighting for the grips here, the dominant grips. Ay, ay, ay. Chalazes wasting no time going under, executing the throw after securing the dominant grip there. Looks like Travis Stephen, his coach, is proud of him. Great effort by Chozak Barkai, of course, the local fan favorite here. Trains at the INS with JP Cantin and the crew. Let's see the replay here. He's got his right and left, and he went under with. As Chozak Barkai was moving in, he turned his back and managed to get the throw there. All right, we've got Nemeth versus Goto. Nemeth in white, Goto in blue. Minus 48 kilo semi-final. Both these competitors are familiar with each other, of course, Nemeth and Goto. I believe we saw both of them fight yesterday as well in the cadets portion. But this is day 2, this is the juniors. We're seeing some ashiwaza from both competitors here. Goto trying to potentially secure the turnover here. Transitioning to some osekomi action potentially, but no, the ref stops it. Yeah. Goto's got her arm positioned there for what appears to be a choke. She's got the lapel and she's applying pressure both from underneath and from the top. And the ref calls mate. I wonder if the lapel was right on her chin there. Quite possibly. So the referee is going to step in here and award a love that camera angle there. Bird's eye view. Looks like the ref is going to go converse with fellow referees on the side here. Possibly discuss the issue there with that choke. I'm assuming the lapel was on the chin. A lot of enthusiasm here at the Centre Pierre Charbonneau here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. A lot of fans out here, lots of supporters, fellow teammates, family members. Yeah, it's an all-out affair here. The Canada Cup 2019. Nemeth trying to grip and throw, overextending himself and just dropping. Now Goto's gonna go for it, rolling her over, but ref calls mate. You know, sometimes I just wish they'd let that niwaza, keep flowing. Frankly, fans are, spectators are fans of the niwaza action in judo. Going in there for the inside trip. Nemeth was setting up, showing some of that shiwaza technique of hers. potentially as a setup or an actual execution. We're under 2 minutes here, and there's that execution of some Ashiwaza by Nemeth. Setting up for that quite effectively and testing what's available. Doing an audit, that is. Doing an Ashiwaza audit. I don't know if she's an accountant, but she might have a career in that down the road. And I mean, she's going for it with her own back and forth, with her own counters to Ashiwaza. But Nemeth's got that Soto Makikomi down pat. I think that's what she was trying to go for earlier on, but didn't manage. Awarded to Nemeth. Let's see the replay. I think it was a Soto Makikomi. Inside trip here. Uchigari, first throw for the Rosario. Oh no, it was an Uchimata. Second throw was an Uchi. The finish rolled like it was Makikomi. On Tuka, now we've got Roy versus Stesanovic. We're still in the minus 48 kilo semifinals. Stesanovic we've seen plenty of. Always the taller opponent. Gripping with the dominant grips here. Now she's got the belt. What is she going to do here? What is she going to do here? We're seeing a lot of Ashiwaza technique footwork here. Always glancing back at her coach. Always listening. Always attentive to the details and the breaks there. Oh, Roy's trying to counter that. We're seeing some aggression, some offense being showcased by Roy. Waving off the Shido and handing it off to Roy. All right, now we've got Stesanovic here in a position she likes here, the Sengaku. Sending it up here for a pin, Osekome pin. Under 3 minutes here. Good grip by Stesanovic there. She's got the sleeve and the back of the lapel. Taller opponent. Being able to keep Roy at distance. Yeah, watch that grip on the belt. Potentially setting up a big throw for Roy. There you go. She's got her leg hooked there and goes in and manages to get the Rosario off of that trip right into a pin. Looks rather secure unless Roy can get her in half guard here, as she does. Great effort by Roy, but Ippon is an Ippon. What happened there? Yes, she got her Ippon there. Wait, no, we're waving it off. No, she pulled her in half guard, so Rosario is not awarded. She pulled her in half guard. And expect to see Stesanovic set up for Sengaku here and transition into the pin. Very comfortable from that position. It seems to be her go-to attack. Here secures the leg, and now this time it's pretty much set, folks. Unless Roy can really manage to get out of this, and we've seen Roy. She's resilient. She's strong. She can make it happen. but Emma Tasanovic gets the ippon here. Great effort by Roy. Seeing there the last pin there, Sangaku Osakomi. All right, we've got repassage here with Lemire versus Heitman. You're watching us live on JudoCanada.tv. My name is Germami. We're at the 2019 Canada Cup, live from the Centre Pierre Charbonneau, Montréal, Quebec, Canada. We're seeing the juniors, that's the under 21 competitors here, compete. Lots of talent from all over the world here, obviously from all over Canada, but from the US, from Jamaica, from Mexico, from Portugal, you name it, they're all up in here. The Americas are represented, definitely. And we also have some European fighters. A ton of talent have descended here in Montreal for this major tournament. And next week, you know, Montreal will be the center of the judo world as the Grand Prix will be celebrated here with plenty of ippons and world-class judo action by the best of the best judokas in the world. You don't want to miss it. Get your tickets. Find out more. Go visit the Judo Canada website. Plenty of great content as well on social media, as well as on the website, Judo Canada. But check out Judo Canada on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on all of your favorite social media platforms. They're there. A lot of excitement due to the fact that Teddy Renier will be making his comeback here in Canada after a long time off from competition, approximately 18 months. And he's going to make his presence felt here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada for worldwide fans to witness his return. Anything can happen, you know, and this is an opportunity for him to test himself as to where he is after that extended layoff. 18 months is what, a year and a half, right? It's a long time off for the multiple-time, 10-time world champion, multiple-time Olympic champion. Let's see if he's still got it. I mean, he's still planning to go as far as he can take it beyond 2020, that is. He's intending to go to 2020 and possibly even further after that, 2024. And plenty of the Judo Canada judokas will be competing. The bulk of them will be competing. All of them essentially will be competing next week, and they want to ensure that they hear you cheer for them. So you better show up, bring your friends, bring your family, and cheer on your favorite judokas, your Canadian judokas, and possibly other judokas. You don't have to just cheer for Canadian ones. I'm not saying that, of course. You can cheer for whoever you want to cheer. Every cheer counts here. Lemire with the dominant grip here on a taller opponent. Hitman looking to make a hit here. And his Niwaza here trying to isolate that potentially on an arm or reposition himself for the pin, but he's in half guard now, so there's no pin. But guess what? There's an arm bar. Will the Hitman with Heitman make the hit? Lemire looks rather comfortable here, but still in a potentially dangerous position. But guess what? The ref calls mate because they're out of bounds, kind of. I thought they'd let the action keep rolling. It was action once you're out of bounds. But oh, guess what? Heitman gets another Shido. Good grip by Heitman here. But Lemir's getting close, almost had him positioning him for some sort of lift. Now he's transitioning to some ground. Some Niwaza action here. Can Heitman get his left leg out of half guard position? Yes, working for the Yosekomi pin. The count has began here. There's 20 seconds left here, and if Lemire can hold on, he's going to win this match here for sure. Yes, he's got a pointer. He's got a one Rosari. Hold on for another 3, 2, 1. There's the Ippon. 4 seconds left on the match. What a way to finish for Lemire, who we saw before the previous match get rather frustrated by one of the refs' calls, and now he gets his victory. Must be feeling good now. Great way to finish the match. Great effort by both competitors, and congrats to Lemire for winning this. I think he came in there fired up, you know. He came in there fired up, wanting to win, and carrying on with his intent of winning. Not giving up on oneself and imposing one's game on the other. So we've got Hanji versus Goujon Gaz. Repechage, under 73 kilos. Hanji in white, Goujon Gaz in blue. One Shido up for Hanji. Hanji with the good grip on the belt there. Manages to get the Rosari. Looking over at his coach, who asked him to go for the same attack, the same entry, the same gripping strategy there. It's important to listen to your to the referee, of course, but to your coach who's observing the action from the sideline. He's got a different perspective, a different point of view, but a lot of experience and value-added knowledge to share. Hanji there was flip-flopping like a fish. Goujon Gaz being reminded, as well as Hanji, to fix their gis. I believe that's the first official reminder. Working for the grip here, Fumikata. Hanji was trying to go for Sumigashi there when Goujon Gaz was on his knees. Goujon Gaz saw that one coming, didn't let that happen. Said Goujon Gaz. Not here, sir. Trying to go for a Kataguruma here. Variation of Kataguruma. But Hanji with his own rebuttal. Something that could be said about seeing what the opponent is trying to do right before they do it, and blocking that entry here. Just heard a fan yell for Vitor Gujongaz, who manages here to potentially, yes, to get a Osekomi. No, the ref, for whatever reason, hasn't. Oh, it's back now. She might start it. Yeah, the ref's starting to count for the Osekomi here. Secured by Hanji, but no, not by Hanji. Not secured by Hanji. As Gujongaz went for the submission. Gujongaz had the Osekomi secured, but Hanji managed to escape, but stalled there for a second, while Vitor Gujongaz transitioned to the Juju Gatame. Can't be stalling, can't be looking around. Every second that's given away is an opportunity for your fellow competitor to exploit that, you know. You give half a second and you might give away the Ippon. Hanji trying to go on the offensive here, trying to show that he's attacking here. Gujongaz went in for the Karaguruma, couldn't fully execute it as he would have liked to on Hanji. He's up. Hanji's up by Awazari here, but has 2 Shidos. We're almost under 30 seconds here. And Gujongaz better unleash the fury. Better find the momentum required to execute a throw as soon as possible here, or anything, quite frankly. A throw, a submission, a pin. He's got 20 seconds left here. Hanji's leading by 1 Wazari. Gujongaz getting a Shido here, and his Gujongaz's coach is not happy with that call by the ref. Interesting. Hanji's going for Uchimata, which got blocked and countered, countered, a Kataguruma counter by Gujongaz, which transitioned into an Ippon for Hanji, who countered that counter and redirected Gujongaz to the mat for the finish. Congrats to Hanji. The grip there. Manages to get the Wazari off that strong gripping. Here's that Uchimata, which is countered by Kataguruma, but redirected by Hanji. Bada bing, bada boom. 2 Wazaris make an Ippon, and Hanji moves on. Okay, we got Floyd versus Tuin. But we're waiting on Floyd to show up. I think I walked past the medic and saw Floyd with the medic tent there. Let's see if he can make it to the mat. Otherwise, it's for Tuin to win it. We got Gunnar Floyd versus Max Tuin, but there's no Gunnar Floyd. So Gunnar's been outgunned by Tuin, and Tuin's gonna win it. If you don't show up on the mats, you forfeit. And I believe Gunnar Floyd was injured. We saw a lot of him fight. We saw a lot of Gunnar Floyd fight yesterday. Great judoka, and we wish him all the best. Hope he's not seriously injured. One hell of a judoka. All right, we got Fourneau versus Chozak Barke in the repechage. Fourneau in white, Chozak Barke in blue. Fourneau looking pretty serious, looking very, he's got a serious glance on his face, very focused attention here. Trying to set up a lot of throws there. Continuously attacking, pushing the pace here. Fourneau. Joseph Barke showing his offensive here, rebuttaling with his forward attacks. Manages to land that beautiful grip and takedown there by Chozak Barke, who gets the ippon. Hooking that lead leg and adding that additional weight to execute the throw, the takedown for the ippon by Chozak Barke. All right, we've got Nunes dos Santos from Luxembourg versus Antic. Antic in blue, the Canadian, versus Luxembourg versus Nunes dos Santos in white.
Let's go, Saba!
We've seen both of these individuals compete earlier today. Obviously, it's a semifinal for the under 73. And Dos Santos not wasting 2 seconds here as he takes Antic down for the Wazari. Literally 16 seconds into the match, and Nunes dos Santos manages to take Antic down. Sava Antic better get on the offensive quick, because his opponent here, Nunes dos Santos, ain't wasting a second here. They're being stood back up here. Nunes has the lapel, or sorry, yeah, he's got the lapel, not the sleeve, but still went for the throw there. I think he's got longer reach there. Looks like his arms are longer. They're roughly the same height. Antic gets a Shido. Oh, it's getting pretty aggressive here for the grips. Oh, trying to go for a seated Katagurumi there. But leaving himself in a really potentially dangerous position here, as Dos Santos is looking to count to turn him over into some Osekomi here, if he can get that leg out of half guard. Referee might stand him up pretty soon. He's going for a choke here. I can't actually see. Yeah, he looks like he's working a choke, but trying to work for something. And referee stands them up. Dos Santos listening attentively to his coach. For a second, I thought Antic was setting up a choke there. He was in good position after transitioning there from Dos Santos overexposure with that throw of his, which was countered by Antic. You got to take advantage of your opponent's slight mistakes or big ones, like in this case here with the oh no, it was a knee. Okay, it was a knee plant throw. It was a takedown by Dos Santos. Antic was trying to counter, right? We'll see it in the replay here, but yeah, it was definitely Dos Santos takedown there. We'll see it in the replay. Great effort by Antic there with the counter, but Dos Santos does it again. That's the first Wazzari, second one right here. And then for Uchi. Inside trip, manages to get it. Up next we've got Maman versus Shaladze. This is the semi-final of the under 73 kilos. It's Shaladze, who's American, versus Maman, the Canadian. The audience was popping for a big throw there on mat number 3. Massive eruption here from the judo fans. If you're watching us on judocanada.tv, you can obviously switch mats to catch all the action. Shaladze wasting no time here, going for the attack, manages to secure that Wazzari. We've seen that consistently. This guy just grips and throws immediately. Going on the offensive, wasting absolutely no freaking time. The American, very aggressive here from the onset. Looks very confident in his abilities. He's got 2 sleeves there. Stands back up. We're seeing a very game judoka here, looking to finish ASAP. And again, for the shoulder throw, but Maman manages to somehow defy the laws of physics. The ref asks him to, fix your gi, but I think, they've awarded Ippon to Shaladze. We'll see in the replay the throw there, that attempt by Maman to escape it was not considered an escape. Obviously, it was a Wazzari for his opponent. So we'll see it in the replay, folks. Okay, up next we got Aramsivia versus Choran on the under 81 kilo semifinal. Things are moving fast and furious here. Look at the height differential here between Choran and Aramsivia. But as we've seen from Choran, all that experience going for one-handed uchi there. All that experience. Uchimata, all that experience clearly working in his favor, as we've seen earlier on. And I think his shoulder, he's got some sort of shoulder issue there. His left shoulder's strapped up. Ontario versus Quebec here in Montreal. Again with that Uchimata. Second attempt. by Choran. We've seen Aaron Sibia with his combination of techniques they're going for Osoto to Sasai. His previous match, that was pretty cool throw. Pretty cool setup there. Done effectively and efficiently. Went for Uchigari. Again, with the Ashiwaza technique from Aaron Sibia, could be setting him up for a sequence of throws or combinations here. And this is the third one-handed Uchimata attempt by Choran. He gets Shidoed, and he's not quite content with that call, but who would be if you're getting Shidoed and you're trying to do what you need to do? Under 2 minutes here. One Shido piece, 0-0 for both competitors. Aaron Sibia with had that strong grip there on Choran, but let go of it. "90 seconds left here, folks. What will it take for either one to make that mistake and for either one to capitalize on it?" And Sibia going in for that Uchimata there. Taller opponent could have it. There you go. Oh, no. Choran got another Shido there. We're under a minute here. Choran was pointing to the back of his neck here. I don't know if he's in pain or maybe talking about how Aaron Sibia was dominating the grips and getting the back of his lapel behind his head there. And that's causing a lot of problems for the shorter opponent. But obviously Choran, with all that experience and knowledge, is being able to keep the score. Oh no. Yikes. For what? Alright, so he gets Hensaku Makit and Aaron Sibia moves on. I don't understand what that Shido was for, quite frankly, and don't think most people would, I don't know, agree with that one. Okay, we're seeing the replay from last match. Thank you very much, video team, for putting that on. Maman versus Chalades. That was the replay being provided by the video team. TVGO video team is doing a great job out here streaming and capturing all the judo action for all you happy judo fans out there watching. And if you're watching this on judocanada.tv, why don't you share it with some of your friends, introduce them to the sport of judo. There's a lot of martial arts fans out there, and a lot of fans who need to know about this great sport. And it's a great opportunity to see these young competitors here, some of the best competitors, respectfully, in the country, in their division, right? From cadets to juniors, fight against the world top competitors as well. So we've got Penchev here, the Canadian in white, versus Morgan, the Canadian in blue. Semi-final, the under 81 kilos. Big shout out to our sponsors here. Government of Canada, Gouvernement de Québec, Ville de Montréal, Tourisme Montréal, TKNL, EC3D, Savvy, Hatashta, and ESAM. Morgan's got this Sengaku pretty deep here, but it appears Penchev is creating some room here with that arm, but no, he taps out to the Sengaku. Morgan applied that pressure and just pinched the life out of Penchev, pinched the air out of Penchev here. Very tight and strong Sengaku. You can always expect, over time, over the duration of the choke, to eventually tap due to the pressure that's being applied and the lack of oxygen and blood flow. Look at that finish. Great match. We're moving on here to Turcotte versus Danilkov. Danilkov in blue, Turcotte in white. Oh. Turcotte trying to attack from the back here, trying to attack Danilkov, who's in turtle position. And dig that heel through to make an opening to set that Sengaku transition for the Osekuni. Redigging again, digging that heel deep, but Danilkov not letting Turcotte's entry, not enabling her to get in. Thus, the mate is called, and both competitors are back on their feet here. Trying to get that arm, secure the Jujigatami. Can she stretch that arm straight here? And the ref calls it. Calls a mate here. Daniilkov. Turcotte gets the Shido here. Under 2 minutes. Interesting back and forth there. Going in for the Uchimata, and then it counters there, but doesn't fully get much out of that counter. Doesn't get anything, quite frankly. Both competitors here are negating each other. Very tough and resilient fighters here. I'm sure they fought many times before, obviously, and they're very familiar with each other. Ooh. Daniilkov working for the Jujigatami here. Under 10 seconds here. Nope. Turcotte. Oh yes, Turcotte does tap. Turcotte does tap. Excellent work by Daniilkov. For a second, I thought Turcotte was turning and was able to manage that, and she slightly. It appears as though like she was in the middle of fully transitioning out, but I suppose the pressure from that armbar was significant enough that it would make more logical sense. Yeah, to tap. You see the frustration on Turcotte's face there. Well, you know, snap, crackle, pop. There goes the armbar. Better to tap than get injured, quite frankly. Corbett in white versus Kamstra in blue. Speaking of armbars, we saw Kamstra with a spectacular armbar finish, I think her first match. A furious submission. Kamstra very aggressive from the get-go. You can see it in her face too. She's come here to fight, folks. You tend to see some fighters express more emotion, you know, on their face than others. Some remain quote-unquote stoic. Others are fired up. Boom. There's the Wazari for Kamstra. That relentless pressure that she just employs, especially the first couple of minutes in her matches, just tends to, I guess, overwhelm competitors. I guess that's the value of being aggressive. I mean, it can work against you, of course, but in this case, she's trying to Osoto. In this case, She's found the method to her judo madness here. Kelly Kamstra. The reperssage match here against Corbett. Corbett looking for Uchimata, and Kamstra just negated her attempt, kept good composure, moved forward, and countered that. Got the ippon. Congrats to Kelly Kamstra. We'll see it in the replay here. Uchimata attempt, redirects her, blocks her and redirects her. And see, she kept going, she was going for the attack there. She was going for the arm bar. They're trying to isolate the arm for Jujigatame. See that continuous forward pressure, that continuous attack, that relentless and resilient spirit. It's a fight, folks, it's a fight. Who wants it? All right, we've got Lemire versus Hanji here. Hanji in blue, Lemire in white. Oh, wow. What a finish by Lemire. Not a finish, it was not a... Maybe a nice highlight reel for him. Working for the grips here. Double lapel throw. Double sleeve throw, excuse me. I think I need another coffee here, folks. It's been a busy couple of days of judo action and streaming here. Yesterday we've streamed the cadet portion on both Judo Canada TV and Facebook. Saw a lot of outstanding great matches, had a lot of great interviews here from coaches, participants. Joining in on the commentary here, I'm hoping to get some other coaches and competitors here. And we'll be taking a break once we lead into prior to the final block of competition here. Seeing the replay there from La Reprise from Lemire. There's the ippon. Hanji was mouthing off to the ref, I suppose, and the ref gave him the universal hand signal to reduce, to stop talking, essentially. And Hanji's not happy with the call, but the call is a call, and you'll see. No, that was his first Wazar here, but we'll see what right here, right there. Lemire controlling that Obviously, Hanji was going for some sort of counter. Fortunately, it was not interpreted as being able to control that takedown there. It was Lemire who managed to get his opponent's back and shoulders on the mats for the Wazari. Moving on here to Tuwin versus Chosak Barke. We've seen both of these fighters fight more than once here today. We've seen a variety of their matches here throughout the day. Oh. Ref calls Mate. It appeared Chosak Barke was trying to transition to Borneo choke. Carefully listening to his coach there. Zero here. No Shidos and scoreless. Which one of these fighters is going to create the opportunity needed, from the gripping down to the execution of a throw? We're seeing some Ashiwara technique here, setting up for Sumi Gaishi, but great counter there by a rollout by Chosak Barke, who saw that one coming. Tuwin grabbing the back of his belt, transitioning here, and transitioning into the Sumi Gaishi, but Chosak Barke saw that one coming. There's a order to Shido. Penalized Shido. Looks like we got competitors here. Do you guys want to do some commentary? Commentary? No? You sure? Okay, we've got some. Trying to ask some competitors to join in on the commentary here. Maybe I should ask some of the coaches. I've seen some coaches as well. So it's great to hear from people on the mat fighting. But at the same time, they would rather remain focused, right? And for some, some prefer to just fight and not talk, I suppose. They do the talking on the mats, right? That's the most important talking here, as we see Tuwin getting another Shido. Tuwin, nice big grip there on the back, right into guard position. Under a minute here. One Shido apiece, 0-0. Oh! Trying to go for the Osoro there, Chosak Barke. Tuwin somehow managed to negate that. That would have been a spectacular way to finish this match here. But Tuwin is still in it to win it. So is Chozak Barke. Again here, see if he could roll into a submission there. They're potentially working to isolate that arm for Jujigatami. But Chozan Barke is not letting him bark on that tree. They're not letting him seek the opportunity to win. Under 12 seconds shortly here. The remaining 12 seconds. Looks like we may go to the golden score. Unless either one of these judokas can fully execute some sort of throw. Score some points here. No, we're going to golden score. Tuwin has 2 Shidos. Chozak's got 1. Golden score, folks. This is for all the marbles. The referee reminding both competitors to fix their gis. All right.
You have another one.
Chozak Barkley looking at that leg there. Samashiwaza there going in and out. Inside trip, outside trip. Soto, Uchi, Gari. But it's not enough as Tuwin, much taller, or slightly taller, I should say, than Chozak Barkley, and managing to keep Chozak Barkley slightly away from him. Not going on with his own offensive here. Interesting gripping strategy. They're grabbing the belt from the front, and now we're seeing Chozak Barkley trying to go for Soto there and the Sazai, and scores the Wazari to win it. Combination of attacks and the continuous pressure, relentless pressures, what was needed, and what Chozak Barkley decided to utilize here to overwhelm to win. We'll see the replay, folks. There you go, Soto. Sasai driving forward. That strong grip behind the back of the head, or on the back of the gi, and just driving his opponent down. All right, we've got some competitors around here. I'm trying to get some Canadian competitors to potentially join us here. Okay, we got Althaus in white versus Golin in blue. Under 81 kilos. Mat number 1, we've got another fighter from Luxembourg against the Canadian. Not Nunes dos Santos, but another fighter. Looks like there's a lot of fighters from all over here, not just Americans, Canadians, and people who live in the Americas, be it South America and so on. We've got European fighters and fighters from all over the world, quite frankly. We had Jamaicans, Mexicans, we've got someone from Togo, from Russia, from Puerto Rico, from Portugal. Wow. Full Ippon awarded to Althaus. Sorry. Ippon awarded to Golin, not Althaus. Golin blue. Apologize. Check out the replay here. was under the impression it was alt house there with the corner reversal, Sumigashi, but no. Congrats to Golin. Moving on here, we've got Harris in white versus Martin in blue. Represarge, 81 kilos. You're watching us live on judocanada.tv. We're here at the Centre Pierre Charbonneau in Montreal, Quebec, Canada for the 2019 edition of the Canada Cup. Day 2 of judo action here, IGF Junior competition. We're streaming live on judocanada.tv. Great video team here at TVGO who's putting it on. Big shout outs to our sponsors, Government of Canada, Gouvernement du Québec, Ville de Montréal, Tourisme Montréal, TKNL, EC3D, Savvy, Hitachta, and eSIMS. Thank you very much to our various sponsors here. Lots of excitement and buzz here in Montreal due to this major tournament here, the 2019 Canada Cup. But guess what, folks? Next week, as you all know, the Grand Prix is coming here to Montreal, and the excitement is all over the place. It's beyond just the city and province. It's all over the country. All combat sports fans are very excited to see that Montreal is going to host its first ever Grand Prix. And we're going to see the best of the best from the whole world, all 5 continents, you know, participating at this major tournament, major Grand Prix, including judo legend Teddy Riner, French heavyweight, who's coming back after 18 months off. And the whole sports journalism world, combat sports world, will be tuning into fight fans to see how he does as he tests himself here at this tournament, and draws a lot of attention. Nice attempt there by Harris. Uchimata to Uchigari combo. But Martin not letting Harris get that. Let's see if Harris can keep on harassing him with such offensive combinations of throws and Ashiwaza technique here. I didn't mean like harass in a bad way. Of course, it's just a play on word because his name is Harris. So I figured, you know, let's get creative here, folks. It's commentary. I hope you enjoy it. Anyways, so the Grand Prix is going down July 5th to the 7th. That's next weekend. And, you know, I'm seeing news about this everywhere. Everyone's talking about it, of course. We'll have the IGF ambassador, Nadia Comaneci, as well as the IGF president, Marius Visser, attend the event. And we hope you tune in as well. If you can come to the event, get your tickets, find out more. Judo Canada, on the Judo Canada website, social media as well, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, we're on it. And inform yourself on how to get to the event. Montreal is not that far from Toronto. It's not that far from Ottawa. If you can fly in from out west, it's worth it. If you can watch online and share, it's equally worth it. There's going to be plenty of Canadian competitors, plenty making their debut at the international level of competition at the senior level. So you don't want to miss it. Two Shidos on Harris. Let's see if Martin can finish this off in. He's got 50 seconds left here in this match here. Martin in blue managed to avoid any Shidos here. Martin listening to his coach's direction here. Attentively listening to his coach's direction. which is key to victory, obviously. There's listening, and then there's actually putting it into play, putting it into use. Rolls in there for attempted choke too, I believe. Looked like he was going for Toshi there, Martin. We're going to go to golden score. Harris, I mean, both competitors are still have a lot of energy, but it looks like, Martin might be in better state here. Cardio-wise, that is, endurance and cardio-wise. But anything can happen here. I mean, you may have more gas in you, but the road might not be as long, and there it is. Beautiful. Beautiful throw by Harris. Very happy with himself with that throw. Creating that space, that entry for that shoulder throw there. Generating the power he needed to overwhelm his opponent. Malum versus Adorno here. In the under 57. I think, we spoke to Raylin Adorno. She's actually a cadet. I believe she got bronze. Yeah, she got bronze yesterday in her division. And she's an American. Very, very confident fighter. Capable fighter here. Against Malum, the Canadian. Got a bunch of Americans up in here, including a few Olympians in the form of coaches, Jimmy Pedro and Travis Stevens. It's great to see our American neighbors here in Canada competing in judo. We hope to get more Americans out to Canadian tournaments. The bigger number, the better, of course. Oh, Adorno trying to generate enough momentum there. Looked like she was going for Makikomi. Or no, Soto, I should say. Looking very focused, and obviously the taller judoka here. Managing to keep Malum at a distance. Oh wow, Malum gripping and executing Uchigari here. Trying to transition into a choke. Ref calls mate. There's a slight delay in movement there. It's as if she went in slow motion. Malum, maybe she thought the ref was going to call the mate as she was transitioning to the choke there. Adorno trying to go for a throw here, but finds herself on her knees. Ref calls mate. Not much Niwaza action there. Working for Uchimata. Adorno rolls. Trying to transition here into a pin. Yosekome. Does she have that leg out of... No, that leg is trapped. Yeah, that leg is trapped. She's trying to push off, free that leg, that trapped leg. Ref giving ample time here. Calls mate. Under a minute here. No Shidos on the board. Still 0-0. Adorno listening carefully to Jimmy Pedro's advice. Listening to that coach. Malum going for that Uchigari. Malum just overpowers Adorno and just pushes her down. Shorter player, but physically stockier and stronger. Oh. Working that Uchigari can forward motion there. Trying to fully create enough momentum to turn Malum over, or to turn Adorno over. She gets the Wazari. But the Wazari is called off. With 6 seconds left, yikes. Talk about an emotional roller coaster when you go from thinking you've scored. Let's see the replay. Thank you very much, video team. Yeah, no, she didn't get that. I could see how, I could see how that would have been a point from a different angle, but no. The beauty of instant replay. Okay, so we've got, we're going to golden score, and it looks like Adorno's got one Shido. Golden score. Malum not allowing her opponent to get that grip over the back. Adorno scrambling here in Niwaza for any opportunity here. Any submissions or pins. Anything to finish the match here, to finish it. You gotta score a point. You gotta either pin your opponent or submit your opponent. This actually was a technique by Malum. Who gives up on the Niwaza and just stands back up. Oh, there it is. There it is. Malum with the Uchigari. Her relentless attempts at the Uchigari finally paid off here. And good gripping initially. Not allowing her opponent to get the superior grip there, as you would think a taller opponent would want to grip the back of the lapel. But no, Malum's the one dictating the pace here, and her numerous Uchigari attempts and relentless forward movement and momentum worked in her favor here. You got to work with the laws of physics when you're involved in such a sport, or any sport for that matter. Congrats to Malum, and Great effort by Adorno, Raylan Adorno. Getting the wide shots of all the mats here. There's one more match going on currently, mat number 3. You're watching the 2019 Canada Cup live in the Centre Pierre Charbonneau in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. This is day 2 of the Canada Cup action. This is the IGF Junior competition, U21. All right, we got a good shot here of both competitors. I believe they're both Canadians. This is the final match here, and after this match we'll be taking a pause for the finals. So if you're watching us now, please note the finals will also be streamed on the Judo Canada Facebook page in addition to judocanada.tv. You don't want to miss the finals. Always action-packed, always entertaining, and it's for all the gold, it's for all the marbles, it's for the gold, silver, and bronze. Everyone's coming in. Everyone who's competing here wants to win. Obviously, they've been training very hard for this major tournament here. For both the cadets and the juniors, it means a lot for them as they're moving on into their careers as judokas, wanting to compete abroad, and so on. So this will be our final match. We're under 2 minutes here now, and competitor in the white gi is up by 1 Wazari. Both are Canadian judokas here, as I mentioned before. D'Ameto, I'm going to assume his name is Tony, first name Tony D'Ameto. We got, as I mentioned, we're almost under a minute here. We're seeing a lot of Ashiwaza here, and both are, both fighters are gripping, and they're both trying to go for Ashiwaza technique here, but it's gone to the ground already as D'Ameto has back mount here. But the ref calling Mate. Both of them are standing up. A lot of fired up fans here sending a lot of support to both of these competitors here. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful Ogoshi there by D'Ameto, who wins spectacular fashion there. So as I was mentioning before, this is our final match before the final block. We'll be taking an extended break, and we'll be back at 2 p.m. for the finals. You don't want to miss it. 2019 Canada Cup. This is the junior portion of the IGF Junior competition. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you back at 2.
Parce que nous étions quelques-uns à croire en l'importance du sport amateur, tvgo.ca est né, avec pour mission de rendre le sport accessible à tous. Nous croyons que les jeunes athlètes d'aujourd'hui seront les modèles de la société de demain. Nous croyons aux valeurs de courage, de respect et de confiance en soi. Voilà pourquoi nous mettons de l'avant ceux qui les incarnent.